What's going on, my people? Extra Time is back again. Excuse my absence. I had a trip to Bali in the middle of the season. But it's time to talk about the football. That is not important. Of course, you guys know why we're here. We're here to discuss Paris Saint-Germain through my eyes at the club. Now, for you guys joining us in the chat, maybe it's your first time. Maybe you don't know the show. This show is in English, of course, so everything I do will be in English. Just have to say that every time, of course. Also, I want to point out, guys, I know things are a bit rocky at the moment, a bit challenging, but we continue. We're here on this show for a little bit of positive energy. We want to lift the vibe. So if you're in the chat, try and stay positive today. I want to see positivity. That's not spin, but that's just how we are, all right? So today, I think it'll be a bit of a shorter show than normally. We normally do like a 1-hour show. I think we're gonna go for like 30 minutes today. But anyway, as I always say, this show is interactive. It could be your show. I want to know from you what you want to see. So get in the chat. Let us know what you want to see. If you're not in the chat, slide into the DMs. Do whatever it takes. But if you want to talk football, if you want to talk PSG, whatever, I'm happy to talk with you guys. Of course, don't hit me up for tickets. Don't hit me up for signatures or videos, any of that. But that's not the point, nah? So, yeah, very good, very good. Very happy to be back with you. Been a few weeks since the last time we talked. As usual, the traditional in this show, I give you guys the program for the show, just so you know what you can expect while you're tuning in. Yeah? So, we've always got a lot to talk about. Always. First thing, crep check. That's the first thing that always happens on the show. Second, PSG game, higher or lower, is back. Then we recap recent results. All right. Quick chat about Warren Zaire-Emery. We do a UCL recap, including a David in Paris from the UCL match. We talk about Neymar. We talk about Messi. We talk about Mbappe. We talk about the M&M trio. Then we have a little social media rewind. And after that, we'll do a little preview, and we'll look at the upcoming schedule. C'est parti. So let's go. First thing up on this show is the crep check. Now, it's all about vibes on this show, and the crep check is about vibes. It's a kick check. Now, it's usually whatever kicks I'm wearing on the day, kicks of the day. And as I always say at this club, we like to mix the football with the lifestyle. Okay, so today's shoes, not for everyone, these ones. Not everyone likes these. Some people find them a bit too old school looking or whatever. Okay, these are Nike Air Max Tailwinds. They're a special edition from, sneakers and stuff. That's why the blue and yellow and the black, because sneakers and stuff is originally from Stockholm, from Sweden. So they did a tribute to Sweden for the Nike Air Max Tailwind, which were the first ones. The prototypes were in 1979. So in 2019, they came out with this model. Let us know what you think about the shoes. As always, I love your opinions. Get in the chat. Are they fire? Do you hate them? Doesn't matter. I'm going to wear them anyway. But I want to know from you what you think. Let's move on because we're not here to talk about shoes. We're here to talk about Paris Saint-Germain, of course. The next thing up on today's schedule is the PSG game. Yeah, very good. We're back. Right, so today's game, higher or lower. You guys know the game. We've done it before. I give you a stat, and then you need to tell me if it's higher or lower than the next stat. So, for example, this season, if I said, does Mbappe have higher or lower than 3 goals? You would, of course, say higher, because you're geniuses. You're all smart. I love you. Very good. First up, the first question. Is everybody ready? On est prêt? Producer's not answering me. Whatever. Vamos. Estamos listos. Okay, we ready? First question. Paris Saint-Germain have been top of the Ligue 1 table consecutively for about 2 months now. Have they been top of the table for higher or lower than 62 days? Yeah, we're just gonna let that marinate. I'm gonna let that marinate a little bit. Yeah. We're gonna let that marinate. Get into the chat. Let us know. Higher or lower? Higher or lower? Guys, in the chat, again, this show is in English. We said it at the beginning. I'm not gonna continue to repeat that, okay? You're here, you enjoy the show in English. If not, boom. Alright. So let's see. Higher or lower than 62 days at the top of the table? Alright, let's answer it. Let's answer it. The answer is 60 days. It's been lower. It's been lower. It's been lower. Second question. Neymar has 7 goals against Lille, the same amount as Safet Sušić. Does Mbappe have higher or lower than 7 against Lille? Yeah. Yeah, that's a good question. Now, Mbappe, of course, is level with Dominic Rocheteau. So maybe that's a hint for some of you history buffs out there. Let's get in the chat. Let's see what the chat is saying. Difficult today, huh? Difficult in the chat, but it's all right. We keep moving. Higher. 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 Well done. Well done, my people. He is higher. He has 8 goals. Level at Rocheteau versus Lille. Lastly, the last of the higher or lower. Have Paris won higher or lower than 10 of the last 15 versus Lille in the league? So out of the last 15 times that Paris Saint-Germain has taken on Lille in the league, have they won higher or lower than 10 of those? Yeah. Yeah. All right. Somebody says, I don't know what's going on. 555 says, love you all from Hungary. Welcome to the chat. It's very good. Very good. Very good. Okay. Some higher, some lower. Good guesses, people. Good guess. The answer is higher. Paris Saint-Germain have won 11 of the last 15 in the league versus Lille. Now, okay, we've done that. That's a higher lower. Congratulations to you guys that have gotten them right or wrong. I'm happy. We're all moving forward. Let's talk about recent results. Just a quick recap of recent results. Now, again, I know it's a difficult moment at the moment. Not in great form, but that is a part of life. That's a part of football. It's about putting it right to get back on the right path. Not going to win every game. Of course, in the last 5 matches, 2 wins, 3 losses. Lost to Champions League, lost to Monaco, lost Coupe de France, win against Toulouse, win against Montpellier. So it's about rediscovering that form for the team. Finding again the combinations that worked, finding again the right movements, the right understanding. Hopefully the team can do that again on Sunday, get back in those winning ways. If you guys remember, the last time we played Lille was a 1-7 win away from home, including that goal after 8 seconds from Mbappe. So it was a crazy, crazy game. Let's just see if that type of thing can happen again. That's what we want to see. Good positivity. That's what we're all here for. Let me get some smiles in the chat. Get some smiley faces in the chat. I want to see a bit of happiness in the chat. That's what I'm all about. That's what I'm all about. So we're gonna move on, and we're gonna focus on something that is extremely positive. Warren Zaire-Emery, youngest ever player to start in the Champions League. He's already the TT d'Or, which is, of course, the best player of the academy, wins the TT d'Or. He's the youngest player from his game against Maccabi Haifa to feature in the Champions League, now youngest ever starting player. He's the youngest goal scorer in Paris Saint-Germain history, 16 years and 330 days. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. Youngest goal scorer in Europe's top 5 leagues this season. So get in the chat. Let us know what you think of Warren Zaire-Emery. Give us your support on him. Young player, really, really exciting. I can say personally, every time that I've encountered him or spoken to him, even if it's brief, he strikes me as an extremely intelligent, mature person. Extremely. And the people at the academy echo the same thing. He was always doing very well in his academy courses, always getting good grades, always been a bit of a leader in the way he carries himself, the way he acts. So Yeah, yeah. Let's see anything in the chat. Anything in the chat. Costa Mocha says yes. He's been great. I'll leave it at that. I ain't gonna read the second part of that. Oh, he's one of the best at the moment, says Jules. Guys, come on. Bit of smile. Come on. Smile a little bit. Smile. It's Friday. You're off work. You're gonna go out tonight. You're gonna enjoy some fun with your friends. Maybe you'll play some video games. Smile. It's all right. Do you know French Kiss, says Jace40? I don't know. I don't know. Very good. He looks very promising, says Tyler. Very good. Very good. We leave it at that. So shout out to Zaire Emery, youngest ever player to start in the Champions League. He's still 16, man. What were you doing at 16? You were writing negativity in the chat. You should be writing positivity in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. All right, guys. No, of course, on this show, we do go over the highlights. And even though this was sore and it's complicated to watch these highlights, we have to look at the highlights from the Champions League because, again, there were some positive moments in that game that we have to take out of it. And if you guys watched the press conference today, Gaultier even echoed that. He said, okay, there are a few moments of positivity that we have to build on. You have to take those moments and build on those. So we're going to run the highlights from the Champions League versus Bayern, and then we'll talk about it after.
Valentine's night in the city of Paris, but there was no love lost between old rivals PSG and Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Kylian Mbappe back from injury on the bench. Lionel Messi and Neymar started up front. This was a first half of few chances. Joshua Kimmich trying his luck from distance. Donnarumma behind the effort. The only goal of the match came on 53 minutes. A fine cross from substitute Alphonso Davies. And former PSG man Kingsley Coman stroking the ball in. Coman the difference, just as he was in the 2020 Champions League final. The match exploded into life then. Another former PSG man, Eric Choupo-Moting, hit the woodwork with this effort. Plenty of chances for both teams. PSG looking to bounce back after two domestic defeats. They came closest when Mbappe forced a good save from Jan Sommer. Neymar also thwarted by the Swiss keeper. Mbappe eventually adjudged offside. Near the end, a cross from Nuno Mendes, slammed in by sub Mbappe, but VAR ruled the goal offside. A tight but correct decision. This a night of frustration for PSG at the Parc des Princes. An effort from another sub, Vitinha, came off Benjamin Pavard, who was sent off near the end. But this finished PSG 0, Bayern Munich 1. Kingsley Coman the scorer. The return match is in 3 weeks' time.
Right. So let's focus on the second leg coming up. That was a difficult match. This was another match that was there pitch side, which you guys will see in the David in Paris, which we're about to show. But the bits of hope, the good news, Mbappe came on. He put in an inspired performance in that, was it 25, 15 minutes that he was even playing. 2 goals ruled out for offside. Now, the first one obviously was offside by a country mile, you would say. The second one was like, I know you guys have seen the images from UEFA. It was like this. It was tiny, you know? So Nuno Mendes, it was just like the front of his leg that was just offside. Actually, I have a bit of a funny story. I was there, obviously, pitch side to film any goals that went on. And it was one of those moments where you think you press record on the iPhone, and I didn't press record. So I was there. The goal went in. Then I realized I didn't even press record, and I was like, but now anyway, we're going to run David in Paris now. While we're running David in Paris, I want you guys to tell me what you thought of the game. What positive moments did you see in the game that you hope to see in the next game? Yeah, anything that you have that's on the air of positivity, or if you have analysis, I'm also happy to read that out. But if it's in the way of negative abuse or something like that, I'm not going to read it. If it's something that's analysis, hey, look, I think this would happen, this could happen, that would improve things, I'll be happy to read that. We'll be back to you after David in Paris.
Hey boy, it's Champions League match day. How you feel? You buzzing? What do you expect tonight? PSG versus Bayern Munich. Who you want to win? Right. If you say nothing, you want PSG to win. Good boy. All right, it's Champions League match day. Paris Saint-Germain welcome Bayern Munich. It's a huge match, big history between these two clubs. 11 matches played at this point, 6 wins for PSG, 5 for Bayern Munich. Of course, unfortunately lost the final to them in Lisbon, but beat them in the quarterfinals, was it the next year? I think we lost the first leg 1-0, and then won away from home 3-2 with that Neymar with the cross to Marquinhos. Anyway, I'm gonna show you what I'm doing as I'm getting prepared for the match. I'm gonna talk to the dog, and then we're gonna go to the stadium. Let's go! So I wanna show you guys how I prepare. So this is our run of show. It's basically split up into 3 different segments. And it's like a 45-minute show on the kickoff. So I put in all my information just so I have something to say in case I'm live and my mind goes blank. Now, one thing on the kickoff I always sing a song. So get in my DMs if you want me to sing a song that you want, but I always sing a song. And because it's Valentine's Day and the Champions League is back, I'm going with Etta James, At Last. At last, our lonely days. Now, if you don't know the song, go learn this song. Anyway, time to go talk to Davis, walk him, and then we go to the stadium. Let's go.
Of course, at the back, you can see the special tifo is already being put up, with the arms stretching around to the Bayern logo. What we're saying, friends, it's a showdown. Now, we expected a big match. Done the kickoff already. Now it's just time to focus. Allez, Paris. I never really want to do these videos after a loss. 1-0 loss at home. Difficult match, difficult return leg. There's always hope. Mbappe came on, he did well, he scored a goal, was offside. I just saw the picture of the offside. It's like that. Nuno, very good in the second half. Just hope all the best for the return leg, that's all we can say. Yeah, so pitch side vibrations again, of course. It's always cool to be that close, but as I said before, it's like it's so fast when you're this close and you're at the same level, you know? You're used to watching on TV or watching up in the stands where you can see a bit more of the game, the movements. Okay, we're playing a 4-3. Okay, it's a 4-5-1, you know? You can see a bit more. In this case, it was a bit complicated to see when you're this close on the pitch. For me, the things like the Champions League anthem never get old. Massive shout out to the ultras. Massive shout out to the fans for the tifo. You guys say tifo or typho? I'm always a bit confused on that. I say tifo. Some people say typho, huh? They're giving me looks from the producer room about that. But some people say typho out there. It's like tomato. It's one of those. But no, sometimes like I said, when you're that close to the pitch, it is a bit complicated. What do you guys think of the Tifo, huh? Out of 10. That's a good rating. That's a good rating. That's something that I know. If you don't give it a 10, I'll be very confused. Very, very confused. So get in the chat. Give us your Tifo rating right now. A lot of analysis in the chat. Let's get to it. Let's get to it. Navi says I need to come to Paris to watch a match. Fawad says, what was the song name? I have no idea what song you're talking about. Oh, At Last, Etta James. I'm not gonna sing it now. I'm not gonna sing it now, but it's a beautiful song. Smile, guys. I like that. I like that. Oh, okay. Let's see. Yeah, waiting for the second Champions League match to see an incredible game, says Natusha. Sishola. Let's see. Yeah, okay. I believe if we have Neymar in the midfield behind Mbappe, we will control the pitch a bit better. That's from Bulletproof. I like your analysis, you know? I like that. Drop him in the chat, you know? That's fine. I'm totally fine with that type of stuff. Brilliant Calling says he's late again. You know what? You show up on time next time. Let's see. Mead says we'll be back stronger in the next round. I feel that. Note Larone says, David, my guy. What up, my G? Fawad says, what did you study to become a PSG reporter? I studied business marketing, actually. Nothing to do with what I'm doing now, to be honest. Bami says, I think we're focusing a bit too much on the defense, and that's why we can't get the ball up to the front. And because of that, Neymar, Mbappe, and Messi can't really score. What I think, but correct me if I'm wrong about something. All good. It's your opinion. That's why we're here. Get it in the chat. Let us know. Jules says, I think the team will become stronger with the last defeats. It will be complicated to win. But with this, we see the leaders of the team, like Kylian's speech. We deserve good points, like an offensive and determined Nuno. Donnarumma, not bad. Kylian, GOAT level. I like the chat. Let's see. To be honest, question is just about Ney. I think it's just kind of a difficult period at the moment for a lot of people, and it's just kind of about finding the right rhythms again. Fuad, 8 out of 10 for the Tifo. Miad says, just remember, we'll be back at the Allianz Arena, Ale Paris. Jules says 11 out of 10 on the Tifo. Not Larone says 10 out of 10. Mead says we'll be back stronger. I don't know what's going on. Says they're going to be back stronger. Just give them a bit of time. Someone said they got a Neymar kit in the mail today. That's dope. I believe we have David up top in the attack. We score some goals. Put me in the midfield, man. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. We got absolute ballers in the midfield. Whoa, come on, Coach Samalka. Oh, God. Oh, God. So, Berlin Calling says, sometimes the level, basically, I'm paraphrasing here, the level in Liga is what he's saying, that it's such a step up when they go to the Champions League. You know what? I have to disagree with this, actually, Berlin Calling. I think the level of Liga is a lot higher than people think. I think it's a very strong and physical league. I actually personally think it's a lot stronger than people think. I think the players that come from Liga, their abilities from playing in this league are more transferable to more leagues, if that makes sense to you. So I'll leave it at there. Good chat. Good chat. I love the analysis, guys. Well done. Well done. Let's move on a little bit. Oh, yeah, I wanted to say also, I was there pitch side, and sometimes it's so hard not to be, like, fully into the match. So when Pavard tackles Messi for a second yellow, it was directly in my eyesight, 5 meters away. It's so hard. It was so hard not to be like, oh, get him off, you know? Yeah. So it's really hard to keep your cool in that moment. Because it's like when you're watching TV or you're watching a match at home, even if you're watching in the stadium and you're into the match, you can't help but, you know, kick or yell or whatever. Especially when you want to see the team that you're there for win. I was going nuts, man. I wish the TV cameras picked it up because I was right 5 meters straight in front of it. So if you go back and watch the highlights and someone sees it, send me a DM because it'd be funny. I want to see that. Let's move on a little bit. If we could put side by side, this is just some positivity here at the club. Neymar Jr., Samba Dior. So, yeah. what we're going to see here in just a second, we're going to pull this up. So Neymar Jr., for the 6th time, has won the best Brazilian player in Europe. Not this one. There's yeah, so sorry. It's coming up on the screen in just a second. Don't worry, guys. We'll be there in a sec. Let's see. Yes, there we are. There we are. Neymar Jr., best Brazilian player in Europe for the 6th time. This is his third consecutive year. I was about to say third consecutive year in a row. This is his third consecutive year that he's won. Massive shout out to Neymar Jr. Of course, guys, let's get behind him. Let's get behind the team. These are the positive messages, the positive things that we need to see about these players at the club. They are world-class players. Just have to find their rhythm again. The second thing I wanted to point out that just came out just last week is about the FIFA Best. Now, the short list, obviously the nominees came out a long time ago, but the short list came out, I think it was 7-8 days ago. And 2 out of 3 of the players in the short list from Paris Saint-Germain. Now, you guys already know who the players are. There we go. It's on the screen. I mean, I don't have to tell you the names. If you don't know their names by now, I don't really know what you're doing here. But, of course, we have Kylian there, and we have Messi. Interested to see who you guys think will win this. Of course, the third nominee is Karim Benzema. That's the third nominee. Not pictured, of course. But let us know in the chat who you think might take home the FIFA Best Award. I'll wait a second because I want to see what you guys say. For Neymar, guys, you guys are asking which award is that? That is the it's a Brazilian award, Samba de Ouro. It's for the best Brazilian player in Europe. So there's hundreds, hundreds and hundreds of hundreds in Europe, but that award is for the best player in Europe. Right, let's get in the chat. Let's get in the chat a little bit. Whoa, Costa Mocha. Relax, bro. Relax. Take it easy. Bruh Isdol says, my dream is to go to a match from PSG, but I don't have the money. Me either, bro. Me either. Pourquoi pas en français? Because my French is not good enough to do this show in English, unfortunately. Baimi says he deserved it. Salah said, what award is that? Again, Samba Dior. Salah, the same question. People say maybe Messi because he won the World Cup. Some people say Mbappe because he's the best. Messi won the World Cup, so I'm probably going to be him. Oh, good. Oh, good. All right, that's very good. We move on a little bit to the social media rewind. We have a few things in the social media rewind. Now, I picked these 4 things because, again, players need the support. I understand when things go wrong, it's very easy to jump on people's back, to yell, to be negative. But, guys, just imagine you're at your work. I don't know what y'all do. Somebody comes in and is telling you you're crap or this is not good all day long. It's hard to take. You need a bit of positivity. So the players, doesn't matter who we start with. Let's just do side by side. We can start with Kylian. Cool. Kylian saying everything left to do. That's right. Everything left to do in that second leg against Bayern. Boom. I like it. Positive vibes. Next one up, Neymar. Everyone together. It's good. This is what I mean. Everyone needs to be together. We need to start bringing some positive energy. A bit of smiles, okay? Now, look, if things go wrong, I can understand. You want things to get better. You need to be hard, but it's okay. We're together, yeah? Next up, I think, would be Nuno? Yeah, Nuno Mendes. Nuno Mendes saying, this is only the first round. I can't really see it. This is only the first round. Let's stay together. I believe that's what that says. Cool. I like it. And lastly, from a TT Parisien, Warren, Zaya, Emery, work hard and always look forward. Learn and to keep growing. Step by step, in the return leg, we can do it. We believe strongly, and we'll give everything all together. And that's it, guys. That's what I want you guys to take from this show after extra time. Uplift your spirits. It's Friday. Yeah? Games on Sunday. That's a tough game, of course. We're going to do the Lille preview right now, actually. Now, if I told you that the club are still 5 points clear at the top of the league, you know, it's been 60 days consecutive that the club are top of the league. These are strong points. Best attack still in the league. Now, Lille is a difficult match, of course. They come into this match in 5th place. They come into the match in decent form. 3 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw in the past 5 matches. But let's give you some positive stats. Bit of positivity. So the beginning, I think that was a South Park reference there. But okay, Paris have won 11 of the last 15 versus Lille in the league. Very good. We'll be 60 consecutive days at the top of the league on the table. Mbappe, only 4 goals shy of tying Edison Cavani's record of 200. 33 matches unbeaten at home in Ligue 1. All right. This is an early kickoff. But Paris Saint-Germain have won 7 of the 9 matches that they've played at 1 o'clock. Moving forward, 5 of the 6 of Paris Saint-Germain's fastest goals have come against Lille. You remember Mbappe in August, 8 seconds. I mean, I just turned on the match. You know, sometimes you're a little bit late, 1 minute late. I just turned it on. It was already a goal. Fantastic. So, yeah, matches at home. You know what happens at the Parc des Princes. The team plays well. Let's see. Anything in the chat? Anything good? Costa Mocha back on FIFA. Aviv Levy been deleted from the chat again. Gutted, Aviv. And let's see what else. Upcoming schedule. This is the last bit of the show. Like I said, guys, it's going to be a very short show today because I want you guys to go outside, breathe in some fresh air. Maybe the sun is out where you are. Great. Upcoming schedule. Lille. Then we have the open training session. Woo, that's going to be sick. Open training session ahead of the match versus Marseille. I believe it is free for all members to come to the Parc des Princes. I think if you're not a member, if you don't have a season ticket, I think you will have to cop a ticket. All right. After that, Nantes in the league. And then, of course, the return leg. Bayern Munich away in Munich. Just want to say one more thing. In the quarterfinals of the Champions League, somebody will know in the chat which year it was. Was it 20, 21, 22? I can't remember which year it was. It was definitely the COVID year. The first leg, Paris lost to Bayern at home 1-0. And then away from home, Paris won 2-3. This was the game that Marquinhos scored that goal. Neymar crossed it in with his left foot. Marquinhos brought it down. It was snowing. There was no fans. Through to the next round. So you guys have a bit of positivity. That's all I want to hear. That's been Extra Time. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Let me just read the chat one more time to see if there's anything going on. Will I be there? Berlin Calling asks, yes, I'll be there. Fanny says, good, David. Hoystick says, legend, you're always optimistic, bless. I really hope they win the next game. Me too. Yes, actually, I'll give you a quick medical update for the match because Fanny just wrote in the chat. Quick medical update. Yes, Hakimi is out. He came off at halftime. Pulled his hamstring. Or not pulled his hamstring, but had some discomfort in his hamstring. So he's rested for this match. And hopefully see him back in training in this upcoming week, but they're going to take some more tests. Marquinhos felt a little thigh discomfort as well, so he's missing out of tomorrow's match. But again, I think tomorrow there will be a new medical update. Aside from that, Nori Mukiele and Renato Sanchez are still out of the match. Yeah. Mug says, why are you not on training anymore? I am. That's it. Positivity. Take it into your weekend. This is Extra Time ending. David, the host, saying do, sis.